Dividing with 0 and 1 can be a little bit confusing. And I have been very honest with you. Which do I like better, multiplication or division? Right, multiplication. So when my brain starts to get confused with division, I just kind of back it up, do it backwards, come up with a multiplication problem, and then figure out the division. But let's look at this. I want you to be able to understand when you divide something by 1. So our example is Larry has 3 keys and he divides them evenly among one keychain. So he has one keychain and 3 keys on it. Okay? So how many keys are on each keychain? Oh, look, 1, 2, 3. 3 divided by 1 keychain, 3 keys divided by 1 keychain equals 3. The way I think about that, I always know that 3 divided by 1 equals something. So I just turn it around, right? Blank, here, let me pull my pen out. Blank times 1 equals 3. I know multiplication and division are inverse operations. When I look at it that way, I'm just like, duh, the answer is, for the blank, 3. So 3 divided by 1 equals 3. 3 times 1 equals 3. That's how you're dividing with 1. Now, I want you to think about this. When you are dividing by 0, you need to really think about, okay, I'm going to break, let's look. Oh, how do I erase? I always forget how to do that, guys. Let me get rid of this junk up here. Okay, so now we've got 0. We've got 0 things, and we want to divide our 0 things, I'm looking at this problem, into 2 groups. Well, I've got 0, nothing. So when I take nothing and put it in 2 groups of nothing, I still have nothing, okay? So for that one, the answer is just going to be 0. The answer is nothing. Again, I just kind of reverse it where I go blank times 2 equals 0. Well, what times 2 equals 0? 0. 0 times anything is anything. The only thing, my brain starts to get a little crazy when I'm like, okay, suppose I've got 3 things and I want to divide them into groups of 0. Well, guess what? When you have 3, you cannot magically make things into groups of 0. You have 3 things. You can't make them poof, disappear. That doesn't work. So guess what? You just cannot do this. This is a problem that there is no answer for. You simply can't do it. I can't write the word can't. Ah, that's so sloppy. So those are my examples of when you divide by 1, you get the number that you start with. When you start with 0 and divide, you end with 0. If you start with a dividend, like the number 3, and the divisor 0, you just can't do that because you can't take something and make it groups of nothing. I'm going to give you a bunch of problems on a practice page for you to just practice this, think through it, use the inverse operation of division, use multiplication just to make you think about it correctly.